Welcome back to Awake guys, I'm Emma. Today I am stuffing cash into my cash expense and sinking fund folders for September weeks 1 and 2. I did plan to stuff £1,020, but I've spent £40 already on ink cartridges for my printer. It has a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. I just kept ignoring the alert that popped up on my laptop screen whenever I printed something, to say that my ink levels were running low. And then, well, what you know, I ended up not able to print. So I dashed out to Curry's, was pleased to find Curry's own Essentials brand of cartridge for £22, which is considerably cheaper than Canon's own cartridges, but it's still quite a lot more expensive than what you can buy on Amazon. But I was desperate. I made a total mess in the process of replacing my old cartridges. Like, ink was everywhere, and then I found out that I bought the wrong ones in all my dashing about, and so I had to be patient and order some off Amazon anyway. The right ones though are much cheaper too, at £16.99 for 2 sets. That's what you get when you put something off and then get all impatient. Lesson learned, but at a cost. It took me all day, a nail brush and file and even a pumice stone to get the ink off my hands. And yeah, as I say, I've spent £40, meaning I now have £980 to stuff. In my last video where I budgeted for this month, I did go into why I budgeted specific amounts in a bit more detail, so watch that first if you're interested. This video is mainly going to be me counting and stuffing my cash. So let's get started, shall we? I'll begin by counting in tens: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1. And then in 20s: 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 580 plus me 1 leaves me with 680 there. And then in 50s, 50, 1, 50, 2, 53. Puts me on £980. Let's get my first folder. Groceries is getting £160 for 2 weeks. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60. I don't have to, and I don't want to spend it all over the next 2 weeks because I have the same amount of gain budgeted for the last 3 weeks of this 5-week month. So ideally, I want to have a bit left over in this envelope by mid-month. I'll probably head to Aldi as usual, pop into Lidl. I would like to get some cleaning bits from Home Bargains. I've got quite a lot of cleaning to catch up on. And that's about it really. I've got quite big plans considering my smaller budget this month. So we'll see what happens. I just need to be clever with me planning and making use of what I've already got in the house as well. Herbalife products, I'm ordering a month's supply. I've done quite well on this diet. It's helped me to lose over a stone, and that's been without sticking to it religiously. It's been a bit of a kickstart to weight loss, which I've needed, and to be fair, it's done a good job just by stopping me from putting on a few extra pounds. As I got into a situation where week on week, the number on the scales was creeping up and my jeans were getting tighter and tighter. I was just in a bad place with my food. So although it's been expensive, it's been worth it. I'm just taking it month by month. I'm not too sure how long I'll remain on this diet. But yeah, this month I'm stuffing 150, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 50. So this will get me a month's supply of protein mix and some high protein snacks as well. Diesel, I'm stuffing £80 in here for the next 2 weeks. I've already got some fuel in my tank, in my car, about £50 worth. I'll be off work for some much needed time out for the next few weeks. I plan to spend it at home, to be honest, or locally to be able to relax, but also to catch up on some things I've neglected, like mentioned before, my housework, some life admin, and even some self-care. I'll still have journeys to and from Bella's school and to the shops to make, but I plan to walk more than I have been too. So yeah, this £80 as well as what's already in my tank should be plenty for the next 2 weeks. Sorry, 20, 40, 60, 80. Eating out, I've budgeted £50 for the month. I have no plans for this. It's just there for when I want to treat my girls or in case I want to meet a friend for lunch, maybe whilst I'm off work. 20, 40, 50. Windows, £10 is going in. Surprise, surprise, for the window cleaner. So there's my cash expenses, nicely stuffed. Doesn't stay this full for long. Sinking funds now. Days out, I am stuffing £70 in here. Again, I don't have any plans for this. In fact, I have very few plans for the month and I'm happy about this. If I do feel like taking the girls on a nice day out, I can use the £70 I'm putting in here towards fuel if I want to drive somewhere a distance away, or I can use it to buy us a hot drink or a snack whilst we're out. We have tons of options as well between our National Trust and mail-in passes, so we'll just see how we feel. 20, 40, 60, 70. And days out. Gifts, £50 is being stuffed in here. I don't have any upcoming family birthdays or events requiring a gift this month. However, from next month and until about spring, I have many. And so this will give me a head start on saving for or buying gifts early. 20, 40, 50. Health, nothing is being stuffed in here this month, but it's lovely to see I still have £50 from last month. I do think there's a possibility I'm going to need to use some or all of this though. I clench my jaw and I grind my teeth a lot, a symptom of my anxiety I'm told. But yeah, I do it without even realising or often whilst I'm asleep, and I've managed to chip a tooth quite badly last week. It's at the top, at the back, so you can't see it. I've just been suffering with very painful toothache. I haven't been able to get an emergency dental appointment. The emergency line opens daily at 8 AM. I call a couple of minutes before, and by the time I get through, the day's appointments are all gone. So I just need to keep trying. I'm hoping to enroll in a dentist. It's a bit of a nightmare. There seems to be a shortage of dentists in my area. I don't know about you, but yeah, I've not been able to get into one for a couple of years now. No one's been taking on new clients. My girl's dentist have said to me that when I take them in for their appointment later on this month, they should be able to give me a place. So that's all great, but I will still need my emergency appointments, and I think it costs about £24 for an emergency appointment now. So I'm covered. Clothing, I'm not stuffing anything in here this month. We have all the clothing we need right now. Benny, I'm not budgeting anything for Benny. He also has everything he needs. Holidays, I'm excited to say I am putting £100 in here so I can pay a deposit on a family holiday to Italy next year. So far, my mum and dad, my sister and her husband and my nephews will be going, and hopefully my brothers and their partners and my niece will be joining us too. The last time we went on a family holiday like this was when Lydia was 1 and now she's nearly 17. We've had a lot of new additions since then to the family, so yeah, it's going to be quite special if we can get everyone to go together, and I just want to make sure that I can look forward to it, enjoy the build up towards it, not get stressed out trying to save last minute. So yeah, I'm making a £100 start this month. I'll likely need to put this back into the bank so that I can call up or pay my deposit online. Christmas, it's all gone, but on Christmas presents for my girls. I can't say what I bought for them right now because it's a surprise, obviously, and they and some of the friends, I believe, watch my videos. So yes, I will reveal, of course. I am so grateful that I had £600 saved in here, because had I not, I wouldn't have been able to buy the gifts when I did, and it's likely I would have missed out on them altogether if I'd had to wait. So yeah, so excited. I am adding another £100 in here, and I'll continue to do that for the next few months, because I will want to buy my girls some stocking fillers and have my niece and nephew's presents to buy too. 50, 70, 90, 100 in Christmas. Miscellaneous, I was planning to put £50 in here, but my £40 in cartridge spend has to come from somewhere, and this is where, so I'm left with just £10 to stuff. I did have many fun things planned for my £50. I'm working on a cricket project which will hopefully earn me some extra cash, and I need to invest a bit more into some materials. I would love to inject some colour into my home. I think I've mentioned this a few months ago now, but yeah, it's still very white, just as it was when I moved in nearly 3 years ago. I thought maybe I'd get round to buying some nice paint and some nice natural earthy colours. There we go, it would have been spent. And I'd also like an autumnal candle from HomeSense too, but I need to calm down because I have £10. But I can save money maybe in some other categories this month, or I don't know, I have another declutter to do, and maybe I'll have something to sell, so maybe I can buy some fun stuff, we'll see. £10 is going in, and luckily I've got just over £8 already in here left over from last month, so the candle can definitely happen. Emergency fund, guys, I am putting £150 in here. 51.50 added to what I already have. Let's count it. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 50 gives me £1,000. That sounded so cheesy. But yeah, I have achieved my target, guys, of £1,000, and 3 months early, by the way. So I am so happy with this. I'm more than happy and proud of myself. There's been a lot going on this year, lots to pay for, and I've still remained focused on building this fund, even if it's meant I've had to say no to a few things, turn down invitations, put things I'd like to have bought back on the shelf. And do you know what? It's been so worth it. It's not a huge amount of money to some people, but if the unexpected happens, my car breaks down, an appliance breaks, my chipped tooth costs me more than my £50 I have in my health envelope, I can afford to get these things fixed without failing to pay any of my bills or without having to do without essentials. So I really hope I can hang on to this safety blanket for as long as possible and also add to it in the future. But for now, I've built this. I want to build on some of my other sinking funds for things like car maintenance and health, so that the chances of me needing to dip into this get even less. £1,000. I'm not sure whether I'll leave it in here because this folder doesn't leave the house, or whether I'll open a savings account because I don't have one right now and transfer it into there. But it's pretty safe in the house for now. Car maintenance. So here we go. I already have £50 in here. Let's add another 50. No, I haven't sorted out my air conditioning unit, which hasn't been working. But given that the summer is almost over, I don't see this as a priority now. I've done without it for this long in extreme heat. I'll wait until I've built up a bit of a fund in here. Then if I don't have anything more important to pay for, like, I don't know, a new tyre, then I'll look into having my aircon fixed. 20, 30, 40, 50. Going into car maintenance. Savings, I don't have any cash to put in here, but this is because I already paid out £250 towards my advanced dog grooming course, so I don't feel too bad. I've already completed the introductory course. I now have my essentials, and so when I've completed the advanced course, which begins mid-September, I'll be in a good position to start offering bathing and grooming services to family and friends. I've been practicing on Benny and I haven't made any terrible mistakes on him or had to cut off his entire coat, and I haven't injured him. So yeah, I'm feeling fairly confident. By the time I complete the advanced course, I'll have invested just under £1,500 in learning how to groom dogs and the equipment needed, and I'll still need to decide where I actually groom. I groom Benny at home in my bathroom, but ideally I'd need to have some sort of building in my garden, or I could call out to people's homes. I haven't decided yet. I need to think on this some more. And there is my first cash stuffing of September completed. I will see you in 2 weeks' time for an update and to stuff more cash for the last 3 weeks of September. I do hope that having some time away from work to rest after what can only be described as burnout over the last few weeks, possibly months, will allow me time to focus on making some more content for you guys, as I haven't been able to recently. Thanks for your lovely messages to ask if I'm okay, where I've been. It's so lovely to know how much you care, honestly. Like, it's made me quite emotional and ever so grateful for you, even more than I was. You really do encourage me to keep going. I've just been living a life that is way away from the simple, slower life I want to live. And so I just need to unplug a little bit and allow myself to rest and slow down. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing for the next 2 weeks. Thanks so much for your support and your patience. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Let me know by giving me a like or by sharing your thoughts in the comments, and click on the bell for more videos like this and on planning and intentional living. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.